Playboi Carti cannot stop teasing Baby Boy, his new record. Last video we thought it was kinda over, this thing is not dropping before September 3rd, but now it seems like it could just be back because he started posting a lot of stuff concerning this again, also performing new songs live. So today we're gonna be going over all of that, so let's jump straight into this. If you wanna stay up to date with everything surrounding hip hop, make sure to subscribe and also become a part of this community by joining our Discord server in the description. You can now sign up for my free newsletter with the first link in the description. It comes every Sunday and recaps everything that's been happening in hip hop over the past week, so make sure to do that. So last video we talked about what he's been posting on mostly his Finsta Opium over the past couple of days. Stuff like Baby Boy on the way or I'm on my way, which could be referring to Baby Boy itself, kind of hinted at this thing coming pretty soon. And then last video we also talked about how he's on tour now with The Weeknd, which is really big. That's probably one of the biggest stages he's ever gotten, and that this tour ends on September 3rd, and so that we likely wouldn't get the record before September 3rd. And then we also had him repost one of the tweets from Rolling Loud where they said Baby Boy, but we know that Rolling Loud doesn't have to mean anything, they're cap. But there is Rolling Loud Thailand coming up middle of November, so we thought maybe between September 3rd and middle of November until Rolling Loud Thailand he could be dropping Baby Boy. But now he's just continuing doing stuff like this. Now he's been very active on his Finsta Opium. For example, we already got this inside joke with the belts going on where people were roasting him for, you know, sagging his pants a little bit too much, and then he posted a picture with like 5 belts on and I see you across his eyes. It's kind of like he's playing this game with his fans where he's tapped into what the fans are saying. He knows what the jokes are with the fans, so he should know that we're looking for the record. So it's really just kind of a psychological game he's playing again. But when has he not done that? But let's keep going because he did post some new stuff from the tour and also him bringing out Travis Scott. This was pretty big. Obviously they performed Fiend. This was really big. People went crazy there. But in the caption for the post where he brought out Travis, he said, "You got to come with it, Baby Boy." Now, in this case, he spelled boy with a Y again instead of an I, so I still don't know how you spell this record correctly, but in the end, he got to know. But this is interesting. He's again, pointing at Baby Boy. Every other post on Opium has been about Baby Boy. At this rate, he can't keep going until September 3rd. I mean, or so we think, because he's done that multiple times. But imagine if he just keeps hinting at the record every other day until September. That's kind of crazy, don't you think? Anyway, let's keep going because there is still a bunch of more info that we got to go over. For example, there's been info or some hints, some emails going out about the merch getting delayed. If we take a look at this was an email that a fan got. It says, "Thank you for your purchase from Playboi Carti shop. We're reaching out regarding your order containing the I Am Swoosh logo bomber." So this was the actual merch. So we're still not sure if this is only affecting the merch or the vinyls or maybe even the hats. But it says, "Due to production delays, your order is not quite ready, and we do not yet have an estimated shipping date. We apologize for any inconvenience this may cause and appreciate your understanding. If you do not want the affected items in your order to be automatically canceled on June 12th, please click the Keep My Order button below so that we may ensure your full order remains active. Please note that by choosing to keep your order, you may still request to cancel it at any time prior to shipment," and then the Keep My Order button. So if you've purchased merch, check your emails because you might have gotten this email, and if you don't click on the Keep My Order button and you signal to them that you actually want to keep your order, they're just going to cancel it in about a week. So that's kind of crazy. I mean, we don't actually know what this means. This doesn't necessarily have to be connected to any sort of music. This might just be a logistical problem that they have right now with the merch. So make sure you go check your emails. If you didn't get, an email, then I guess don't worry. You don't have to do anything. That's what the people said on X as well. But it's just kind of interesting. I want to let y'all know in case you're one of the affected people. Now, last video, we also talked about the song that he actually posted on his Finsta. Now, this was a complete song. Like, we're back in end of 2023 where we're thinking it's going to drop in 2024 and we're getting these bunch of songs on Opium. This was called Some More. Here's a listen to the Instagram snippet.
I see the future just like Cleo. Lost on Mars. Once more. She evil like a motherfucker, I don't even fuck her no more. I said to him, 30 for 30, they don't want to compete no more. These bitch ass niggas be worried about the wrong thing, better watch your hoe. I'm smelling like a whole pound, but bitch I'm on. Go that bed, feel 200, I can put you on. Money on their head, I put them on T's homes. I've been like the largest since I was a teen, homes.
And at one of his recent shows on tour, where he's touring right now, he actually performed this live. Here's the clip of that.
I put them on T's homes. I've been like the largest since I was a teen, homes. With the blackest skull in it. I'm a living hoe. Good head, nigga. Check the skull. We don't kill them, huh? Miley Mason. I'm in Elon Musk. I'm in Solo Walk. Turn my jersey backwards. This is here. I'm official, huh? With the sisters inside that baby bed. Tell that baby girl. Tell her fuck to burn sway bed. We be on it.
So he's actually performing this new music live, which is pretty cool because that means that that song is kind of finished. I mean, we also had kind of a video for it. This all feels like the rollout we had before 2024. And I mean, if we're going back to that, it means that at least Baby Boy is in the works. Maybe Some More will be the first song that we have on Baby Boy. I mean, it could be. It's not my favorite Carti song. We still don't know where he's headed kind of creatively or when it comes to what music he's doing on Baby Boy. It's supposed to be different from music. People are saying that music was kind of the big record that, you know, the label wanted him to drop, but that it was kind of finished very spontaneously. They were working on it until the last minute. We've gotten the hints or the word from Swamp Izzo that Swamp Izzo had to re-record his ad-libs until the last minute before the record dropped. So we know that that's a record he worked on until the last minute, and that Baby Boy will be the record that he's kind of more creative with. But let's wait and see. Now, speaking of new snippets, we did get a new snippet as well. Aside from Some More or the other stuff that we talked about in the last video, like the extra song with Thugger and Baby, we did get a new snippet called What's Up Ratchet. Here's a listen to that.
It's so hot, yeah. I'm blissing hot box. Ain't worried about the cops. It's just chauffeur for every drop, yeah. Shot to the mobs, yeah. Shot in school, yeah. My spiders on what's up since high school. I ain't never did a push-up, but I'm a fully with that too. I swear, you know how I move.
Now, honestly, it's not my favorite song. I don't want Baby Boy just to be like that. It's not like we hadn't heard stuff like that before. It's not bad. It's just nothing that immediately catches me and gets me excited for Baby Boy. But obviously, you know, we have to wait and see how all this turns out. I do want to know what y'all think about this. Do you think this is the direction he's going in with Baby Boy? What do you think the merch that is affected has to do with the record? And what do you think about him teasing the new record every other day when realistically the only reasonable time to drop would be after September 3rd if he doesn't want to drop while on tour, which is usually what artists don't want to do. But let me know all your thoughts on this in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and y'all take care.